Good morning, traders. I'm Ricky Gaspard. Hope you're having a nice Friday morning. We'll be watching the volume spike indicator for any percentages that are rising. Once we find them rising, we come over to the current bar volume, which is this candle here, and we make sure that we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. What I mean by that is a high flow of volume. This number needs to really be moving. It's not a specific number. It just needs to have a lot of volume being traded. I was able to get the coding into this script. I'll describe it as we go along this morning. I'll be marking support and resistance levels, like when a stock runs up and it stops, I will put a resistance level. When it pulls back, I will put a support level, and we'll be trying to make an entry in this area in anticipation for the stock to bounce back up. This is called a pullback strategy. It works very well. We play it successfully almost every day. But in order to get that play, once it hits the support level, we need to make sure we have a lot of volume and green bars down here in Dominator Master. So once I set these two levels, we want to see green bars coming in before we click the buy button. This is the My Blessing indicator. We like to see these two lines above the yellow line. And this is the slower trend line here. This would be the buyers and the sellers. So this one's going to react a lot faster than the trend line. Never trade off of my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed, and delays can cost you money. Make sure you're set up on your own computer and do not trade off of my words, my recommendations. I am explaining how to use a specific strategy in these indicators. It's up to you to reach out to a professional financial advisor before you start trading to make sure you're headed in the right direction, and I strongly recommend that. We still have about 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. We'll be waiting for these percentages to take off, and as they happen, I'll be clicking on them and try to help you make a play this morning. So I was able to incorporate all of the other indicators. This one's included in it, this one's included in it, and this one's included in it. Yesterday it was a little bit confusing because we were having green candles going down. I have turned them yellow to let you know it's not a notification to get out. It means hold on until you see a red one, if you can hold on that long, if you want to take the risk. But we'll see how good it performs this morning. I traded it yesterday in on demand. It works pretty good. So I'm almost there with it. You can see it gave an entry signal here and an exit signal here. Same thing back here, exit signal here, but you could have got out here if you wanted to. So yellow kind of just means caution. Keep an eye on it. It could go down or it could go back up. CADL and HUBC are the two stocks we'll be watching this morning. You may want to put them in your personal watch list. And I still have stocks left over from yesterday. We'll see what they do as well. So I'm liking that candle here and that big green, that arrow and that big green candle. Make sure you charge on the XT or you will miss a trade. I should have clicked the mouse at 6 o'clock, but I would be chasing green candles, right? Let's wait on a pullback, see if we get an entry. If this candle closes and the price starts pulling back, I'll mark a resistance level, but it looks like the buyers are going to drive it up even more. So if you have the RVOL loaded, the relative volume indicator that we have, you will see right here, this stock is trading a lot more volume than previously. Running up for quite a bit. So almost up $1 from market open. Let's see if we get some profit takers here. Going to go ahead and mark support. Watch for a big wick on the bottom of this candle. They will be driving it up even more. This is also an entry. It's a riskier entry, but it is definitely an entry. I'm not liking the wick on the top, though. This is an undecided candle now. It doesn't know which direction to head, according to buyers and seller volume. You can see the tall green bars in Dominator Masters telling you there were a lot of buyers coming in. The volume seems to be dying off at this area. And you see some sellers taking profit. We could have an entry here as well. This would be the first clean pullback if we get one. You can also see that the My Blessing indicator, both lines are above yellow. The trend is up. The buyers are also up. And this new indicator saying, hold on, don't get out yet. It's holding this price range at 830. Dropping down now. Still saying to hold on. Of course, in reality, if you got in down here, I would be taking some off the top, leaving a little bit for later to see if it runs. Looks like we're going to be channeling between 850 and 830. We need this indicator right here to turn around. Still saying hold up here. Good job, Fumagoo. I would be out of this stock, yellow or not. And then when I say that, it'll go up. Nice try, Suave. And nice cut of the losses. That's how you do it, brother. Finally getting that red candle. So I'm liking what I see here. It's kind of like, hold on. Don't get out yet. But this is a good indication to take some profit. Good job, Don. Pullover bears, that might be a good one to pair with this new indicator when it comes out. Lay it right over the top of it. So once we learn this indicator, like 6 o'clock a.m. was right here. Once we gain trust in it, this would have been a good entry. Of course, this indicator is going to make you chase green candles, but hopefully the prediction is correct. That's what I'm mainly concentrating on. I don't mind green candles if I got something to back it up. Let's take a look at HUBC, see what it's doing. We did get a white arrow down here at $1.30. SPCB, I'll take a look at it. So you'd have had to been watching it to catch this white arrow. That was the yellow hold candle. Still rising. Another white arrow on CADL. I should have stuck with it. But to keep everybody happy, I went ahead and went over to that penny stock that was recommended. Good job, YouTube. Since I'm doing live streams, I'll be jumping from stock to stock. If you see one that you are interested in, make sure you stick with it. Don't trade off my screen. If you're trading off my screen and I change stocks, could mess you up a little bit. The best thing is all these stocks come to us. We don't go searching for them. Good job, Country Stacker. CADL doing pretty good this morning. Another caution candle. Good job, Dusty. It's probably going to hold the 850 here. It should anyway. So since these candles aren't red and green, you got to really pay attention to which end of the body of the candle is actually the price. You can see that over here on the right. So right now it's the bottom of the candle we're watching. You always want to watch which end of the candle is moving up or down. Prediction is down here. Holding that 850 level. I'm watching the spike numbers over here. If anything else starts moving, I'll move over to it. I think we're going to be done here for a while. Make sure it's in your personal watch list. Be watching the volume spike indicator. If it starts moving again. The reason I say that is because we're still above yellow over here. And this indicator knows that without me looking down here. So that white arrow back here was correct. The prediction was down and it went down. NASCAR, did you play it in after hours yesterday? Well, these percentages look like a Friday to me. We know how slow Fridays can be. Not a whole lot moving this morning. Pullover bears used the pre-market scan. The one I have here at the top left. Not the custom, just the regular one. And I found that in after hours, if you sort it by the momentum indicator over here, you can watch these numbers and find them when they're barely moving. This seems to be a little bit more sensitive than here in after hours. After hours seems to have some good stocks when I don't have time to watch it. When I am watching it, I'm sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. But when I'm not watching it, they're moving. So there's 210 of you watching, only 56 likes. If you don't mind, help me keep the ratings up on this YouTube live stream. It lets me know you like what you see. Lets YouTube know to keep it promoted to other viewers. Well, I see only 85 of you love me. That's all the likes we have. Thank you, Nature Therapy. It should be like ringing the doorbell when you get here. But that's totally up to you. Either you like it or you don't. Thank you, Eric. I know I'm just teasing everybody, but I do appreciate the likes. You are welcome, Silverado. I'm seeing a white arrow. Let's see if we get anything out of here. And it disappeared. I like that this script is watching out for me. I did create the scan for it yesterday as well. It's going to find these white arrows up or down so that we can just click and go right to them. You're welcome, Nature Therapy. Seeing some movement in the volume spike indicator. I think it just was a refresh though. I'm not seeing anything really moving the numbers, just a couple of clicks every now and then, like this one here. Let's take a look at it. It's not enough volume, it's not moving. Let's sort by relative volume and see what's the highest, which of course is CADL. And we have HUBC moving around. But the volume is kind of slack on it as well. Next one on the volume indicator is GNLN, and it's not moving at all. HUBC, because I said it wasn't moving, decided to move. We are above yellow. We could get a green candle and a white arrow. Good job, Douglas. Tall green dominator bar. We are above yellow. Of course, this indicator knows all of that. It's in the script. There's the white arrow. What we need is a tall green bar. Well, so far, the white arrow's correct. Good job, Douglas. How's that for working the numbers, huh? That arrow was right on it. Right now, it doesn't know which direction to head. It has not given us a down arrow yet. Looks like the volume is dying off again. Right here, I'm watching. When we get into this volume pausing, I usually get out of a trade. That means the interest, the buyer interest has disappeared. Can anybody hear me? Okay, only some of you can't hear me. Maybe you want to check your Discord or your volume or whatever it is. I don't talk a whole bunch if I don't have anything to say. I study the charts just like everybody does. If this stock had a lot of volume, we may could drive the price up. It's kind of faded away. Now back down equal to where we had the green arrow, the white arrow. Now we get the down arrow. So that was a very weak run. It's because we didn't have the volume to support it. And someone bought thinking this was the bottom. That's the SPBC down here in the custom pre-market scan. Well, it was down here, now disappeared. There it is, down at the bottom. No volume spike currently. CADL, let's see what's happening back over here. This is the one with the high relative volume. Wish this scan would work in pre-market. We could probably nail all of them, but pre-market doesn't allow it. Doesn't let us to run special scripting like that. Lord help us, it's Friday. We need a play, please. Magic scans working its magic. The two stocks that were moving this morning are right here. It keeps track of the movers for you. And it finds the ones that are moving the most. It's a very magical scan. It's another one of those scripts that does what I told it to do. Good job, YouTube. Good morning, Jimmy. Jimmy, you feeling better? You said you were catching the cough as well. Well, I hope you feel better, brother. I know what you're going through. I finally whipping it, I think. I'm not having to mute the mic every 5 seconds so I could cough. Looks like the volume has died on pretty much both of these stocks. This one may be coming back a little bit. HUBC. See the volume picking up. I'm watching it right here. Good job, Luther. And those white arrows are powerful. Looks like the volume's dying again on it. Jimmy, sounds like you need to wrap yourself in bubble wrap, brother. Sometimes I think I need to do it to myself. If you're new to this live stream, it's free for 1 hour each morning. This live stream will end at 6:55. Then I continue over on Discord for another 2.5 hours. I highly encourage you to join us over there. If you're not a member of my Discord, I just put it in the chat window. We have a free section that'll give you this V4 indicator that I'm not showing and this scan. If you want to follow along with us each morning for the 1 hour for free, or you can watch us for 3.5 hours over on Discord under our premium membership. It's $79.95 a month and well worth the investment. You usually make it back in 5 or 10 minutes once we have a good stock. And the rest is profit for the rest of the month. If you haven't liked the live stream, please do so. Let's keep the ratings up so I can keep these live streams going for free on YouTube. We have about 5 minutes left before this stream ends, and I appreciate everyone who joined us this morning. We did have one run up. I never got a pullback on it, but we did get one to run up. Actually, two, HBC and CADL. We'll probably get some plays on them at 7 o'clock when the other markets open and join our market. That's when the volume increase will probably come. And that's probably when I'll get my pullback and pull the trigger and break the ice on this Friday and put a little money in the bank. You watch for free on YouTube for 1 hour. It starts at 5:55 and ends at 6:55. Then I continue over on Discord on the premium service. Fridays are normally slow. We were very blessed to see 2 movers this morning so far. Fridays is where everybody usually goes back to cash for the weekend. So what you're trading throughout today, you may be in the one that somebody's been waiting to get out of. Don't let them sting you. Benjamin, you're about 55 minutes late. We're fixing to end here. It starts at 5:55 Central Time. But I'll be back on Monday if you can make it. Country Stacker, it's a new indicator I'm testing. It won't be ready for a while. I need to make sure it's profitable. It looks better each time I do something to it. I'll be demoing it every morning through the testing. By the time I'm done with it, most of you will already know it. And you'll have the confidence or no confidence to buy it. That's the way I prefer to do it. If it's useful to you, then go for it. All right, guys, I appreciate you joining me this morning. Have a very blessed weekend. I'm going to continue over on Discord. I thank you for joining me, and God bless.